Our attraction here in Linköping is very, very big. We should not underestimate our competitiveness in technology. And we easily range among the 2-3 best countries and cities and science parks and universities in the world when it comes to that. This company was founded back in the 80s as one of the first spin-outs from the University of Linköping. And we're heavily focused on industrial image processing. We produce a scanner that is used in the woodworking industry all over the world. We use all kinds of sensor technologies. It's a real-time system, so it's very, very high demands on capacity and so on. Different kinds of sensors. Today AI has become a very, very important part of our technology, because what we do actually tries to imitate the way the human eyes work when looking at lumber. 2015 we were approached by our former Italian competitor, a company called Microtec. They were looking at expanding their business, looking at deepening the knowledge in the image processing sector and also widening the business perspective. So they decided to buy the company at that time.
Veoneer is a company that has been a spin-off from Autoliv 3 years ago. We have been active here in Linköping since beginning of 2000, so for almost 20 years now. Veoneer is a global company with tech sites and production all over the world. We are doing systems for cars, for driver assistant and also for autonomous cars going forward. So our sensors and software is working both inside and outside of the car, supporting you as a driver. We have different sensors outside of the car, tracking and helping us to see the lanes, helping us to do autonomous braking when needed, see road signs. We also have different sensors and cameras inside the car to see how the occupants is behaving. If you are concentrated on your driving, if you get ill or something happens, it can even track small children in a child seat to see that if it's breathing okay. So very sensitive sensors and software.
Actia Nordic is a tech center where we develop connectivity for the automotive industry, and Actia EMS Sweden AB is a company where we manufacture electronics. We are about 200 people in Mjärdevi. We develop connectivity for the automotive industry. And to give one example, we are doing the on-call system for Volvo cars, which is standard in all Volvo cars. The key element for us is really the connectivity. That means we connect things. That is, you can send message, you can receive message, you can send the data to and from a vehicle. So for example, if you steal a vehicle or a car or a bus with our products, we launch a stolen vehicle tracking. And we also reduce the speed, so you can only ride in a limited speed in a stolen vehicle. We belong to a French group, which is listed on the French stock exchange, but the majority of the company is privately owned by 2 owner families.
Maxar has 2 legs to stand on. One is space infrastructure, manufacturing communication satellites. The other one is Earth intelligence, who operates currently 4 best commercial satellites on orbit. So we are the R&D house for 3D within Maxar. We are extracting all satellite images for a specific area, produces that one into 3D with an accuracy of 3 meters latitude, longitude and elevation, which is in scale the only way anybody has done it. So we are unique in the technology. We have been part of Maxar since summer 2020 and employs about 4,500 people. All of them except for Linköping are in the US. Having a US owner is of course a key for getting US customers to accept the company as well. So this company couldn't have existed without a large US influence.
The reason that we decided to have a tech hub here in Linköping from start was of course the university and the competence that we could find here.
We're a big technology center with a big university in a not so big city.
It's the right size of city. It is also the closeness to the university.
We had at that time the production site in Motala, and we felt that we needed to get closer to the competence.
The Italians look upon us as an excellent place to hire more people.
I would say that this is one of the best places in the world to find the right competence with the university, with the different. It's also when you have these type of centers or places where people are going to, it's attractive for people to come here because they know that it's high tech. If you want to work with high tech companies, Linköping is a really good place to be at.
We should also remember that without Saab as the sort of an engine in generating new ideas, moving things from the military market out to other markets, we wouldn't exist. So Saab has been a truly important part of the infrastructure in Linköping.
It all comes back to the fact that we are so much core competence of what you can find in Linköping. It's image process, it's on a global sort of very, very strong position. It's sensor technologies, it's real-time system, it's man-machine communications, it's user interfaces, it's AI. And Linköping is like a hotspot for that kind of technologies.
Having the university that close and having all these different tech companies this close, that helps us a lot, of course, to recruit and find the right competence, but also with collaborations with the university and with other companies.
One of the reasons also why we are present in this park is that the collaboration, not only between the companies but also between the team of Science Park, is fantastic. So we have a lot of support from them, and that is really helping us in order to, for example, identify interesting companies for us, as the Mjärdevi team is around in all the companies. That means we can just sit back and get the information, what is interesting for us, and then we can just make the right contacts and start working together. And I think that is a brilliant way of working. It's really effective, it really shows results, and I'm very pleased with the work done by the Science Park team. It's fantastic.
That infrastructure is really good for startups, finding both experienced people that has been through 1, 2 or 3 startups, built company which you can get advice from. And same thing there, it builds on the university, good talents from the university, and then experienced people that can evaluate and guide young, engaged people. And there is a lot of these ones in Linköping, so yes, absolutely, that infrastructure is really important.
I think from a perspective of investment, it is we need to keep up the technical level that we have here. I think that the work we are doing here in the park, where we bring startups in to be mid-sized companies and to become even large companies, I think this is the right way moving forward to attract interest.
It will definitely continue. I mean, what we see in the near future is this group research and development capacity, but there was other parts of the business within the Microtec group that have not been active in Scandinavia before.
In the plans we want to grow with 20 to 25 people this year, and it's hard to find new people, so if Linköping wants to grow even further, we really need to see that we can find good people to hire.
In the world today, there is a big lack of engineers.
There's a continuous fight to secure the right kind of competence to the company.
Attracting talents from other parts of Sweden is hard.
So that means All markets are today searching for engineers, and you see some examples of that even inside the park, where foreign companies make investments and acquire operations here in Mjärvi.
And I see the positive effects by having these many tech companies, so that we can also have our employees walking around a bit and still be able to come back. That is actually a very good thing to increase the experience with our employees. And still, of course, have the individuals satisfied and get the right challenge for the right time.
The kind of cluster we have here in Linköping, it is an asset for everyone. It's an asset for the universities, an asset for the companies. And I think this is what the people look at when they decide to possibly to move into the region.
People who wants to have a technical challenge can move around between these companies, and I think that is a good thing for the companies, because people will increase their know-how, but also for the area, for the region.
Improve the quality is the most important thing to attract new talents, and then to attract talents from other parts of Sweden. I guess it's much up to us in the companies as well to really find them and then get them to understand that Linköping is a good place to live in, and that we have really qualified work tasks for and challenging, fun work tasks.
I think we are fortunate insofar that we have managed to keep a rather high profile and been very successful in the recruitment. I'm proud of what we've done. I think we've done a good job, and we have been really successful. And this is also the reason why we can talk to our colleagues about actually making some kind of a group software development center and put that here in Linköping. And it's going to be that's an exciting prospect for the future.